The Texas Parks and Wildlife television series is supported in part by Texas Parks and Wildlife Foundation, conserving the wild things and wild places of Texas thanks to members across the state.
Additional funding provided by the Toyota Tundra. Your local Toyota dealers are proud to support outdoor recreation and conservation in Texas. Adventure is what we share. Funding also provided by Academy Sports and Outdoors, helping hunters, anglers, and outdoor enthusiasts of all ages get outside. Out here, fun can't lose.
Coming up on Texas Parks and Wildlife.
This is a pretty incredible observation, I would say.
What I really love about Caprock Canyons, it's more rugged, more raw in nature.
I don't think you can find this kind of environment anywhere else in Texas.
Texas Parks and Wildlife, a television series for all outdoors.
The Davis Mountains are in the high elevations within the Chihuahuan Desert. Up at the top of mountaintops, you get beautiful ponderosa pine forest. These cooler areas with wetter conditions support the plants and animals that live here. You start seeing different bird species as you get higher in elevation. It's really special to actually get to see the unique projects that pop up that are really focused on this unique ecosystem.
We're gonna have 3 teams tonight. I really want everybody to be dirty. I want you at the end of this week to have to wash the grit of this experience out of your hair and skin. But I also hope that this week ends with a bunch of trekking owls. Have fun. Anybody sees a mountain lion, you win the bingo for the night. All right, guys, break it up. Team on 3. 1, 2.
My name's Romy Swanson. I'm a wildlife biologist, and we're out here in the Davis Mountains studying owls. The effort here is all to understand how these birds are interacting with these unique ecosystems. The assumption is that they're tied to these high elevation forests, but we need to proof that out. We've made some pretty wonderful discoveries in the form of the northern saw-whet owl, which we found to not only be here, but also breeding in the Davis Mountains. Rich Kostecki and I came up here one night looking for saw-whet owls. There's never been a saw-whet owl observed on the Davis Mountains Preserve. And I can remember that night, we're playing an owl tape, and all of a sudden above us, a couple hundred feet, a northern saw-whet owl returns a call. We both almost dropped everything we were holding. We were just awestruck in that moment. That owl came and perched up right beside us, giving us a 30-minute study of a species that wasn't even well known from Texas. It was right here in front of us, sitting on a branch, profile, calm, serene, and we're all looking at it, taking images. And that was an incredible experience. It's also the experience that sparked this entire project. What else is there? What else could there be?
This truck's nickname is Beast Mode because wherever I need her to go, she goes and she powers through. If you're driving the way you're supposed to, you're not really enjoying the views because very quickly you can either fall off the side of a cliff. But if you're sitting in the passenger seat, you're probably enjoying beautiful scenery. We're gonna take a look at an area where one of our surveyors found some elf owls. And this will probably represent one of the highest elevation occurrences of elf owls in Texas. We'll take a look around and see if we got any nesting activity, a nest cavity that we can document.
We're about to go up Tobe Canyon. We're looking for flammulated saw-whet owls and all of the other species that are going to be there. Owls are not going to get active anytime soon.
It's gorgeous back here, though. It gets better.
You know, right around dusk and a little after dark, they will. We'll take it nice and slow, and that's what we'll do. This first part always shocks my lungs.
Yep.
You know what my favorite type of person is? Is the one that looks at you and you're sitting there in awe over this huge tree and says, I've seen bigger. Like that guy.
I mean, I've been to the redwoods, but
I've seen bigger.
we're up here. It's high elevation. I kind of like the burn, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, we're just like in the thick of it, in the thick of their habitat.
The night has started. It's officially owl 30.
This is a really cool spot. Attracts a lot of species. So hopefully we'll see or hear one tonight.
So this is just a little portable Bluetooth speaker that I carry with me for calling owls. This is western screech owl.
It's closer.
We got two now.
Yeah.
Right above us.
Right above us.
There it is, right there.
He's looking around.
Oh, his eyes are open. Pretty cool.
We've got a western screech owl. See his big, bright yellow eyes. And their call sounds a little like a ball dropping.
They have this unique appearance that we're seeing right now. It's got these little tufts that come up, kind of like a great
cat ears.
Yeah, like a cat ears. They're cavity nesters. They rely on cavities in trees or woodpecker holes. Oh my God, that bird is beautiful. All right, one and done. Yeah, we got stunning looks at the western screech owl. I mean, it popped up into a branch. Love everybody, and really got to spend some quality time with it because it stuck with us for 10, 15, 20 minutes. I'm hoping I'm pointing at the right tree. The goal for tomorrow is to get you guys on some elf owls and then send another crew deep into the canyon below that to look for all the other species. This island in the sky, it is threatened by warming conditions, drought conditions, not enough rain, which weakens a lot of trees, stresses them out. And at some point, the island is submerged underneath the desert sea and no longer exists. And that could be what happens to some of these species that rely on these upper elevations. There's an elf owl calling from this area below the mountain in this wooded area. And we're gonna see if we can key in on it. This is the world's smallest owl, and he's only about this big. You know, tiny, tiny, tiny little owl. There it is, on that snag right there. We just got the nest cavity. It's in that second dead ponderosa pine right there. So she's calling, or he. This is a pretty incredible observation, I would say, and looks like they're about to fly. There it goes. It's got to be one of the highest nests ever for elf owls in the state of Texas. This is all stuff that happens at night while people are sleeping, normal people. You don't get to see this sort of stuff. And I don't care how many times I see it. Every time it happens, it's just as special as the last time. I hope to see that this preserve remains intact. This project is creating a foundation that can be built upon by future investigations. Coolest little birds. Amazing. It's fun to read about things in field guides, but it's even better when you get to experience it with your own eyes and ears and soul.
What I really love about Caprock Canyons and what everybody should look forward to is it's more rugged, more raw in nature. Not only is it, a lot of the trails are fast and flowing and exciting, but you have ledges and steep climbs and descents and rocky rock garden areas that challenges you to keep the rubber side down.
I like the one on 217 that's right at the mouth.
Yeah.
To me, that's the best view into the canyon.
The best all-round trail for a wide variety of people is probably going to be the Eagle Point Trail. Fast, it's flowy, there are several little canyons you have to cross. It's easy access to the trail from the Honey Flats campground.
Beautiful.
One thing people really need to look for and search out when they come to Caprock Canyons State Park is the Clarity Tunnel ride from Monk's Crossing. It's amazing. You come around the corner and there's this huge hole in the side of the cliff. It's so large, the ceiling is unexpectedly tall, and it's these massive wood timbers that you know have been there for over 100 years. This is a great place to come to ride your bike, to hike. There are some spectacular views where you're on the rim of the canyon. You don't have to be, a hardcore cycling enthusiast. The little kids, the casual riders are also going to have a lot of fun on that trail.
We are at the South Padre Island Birding Nature Center and Alligator Sanctuary, and we are birding the fall migration. Whoa.
Aww.
We have about 43 acres of wetlands and gardens. A little chilly out here today. And our mission is to educate our visitors about the special coastal habitats and nature of the Lower Laguna Madre area. Let's just scope it out and see where the birds are. This is a place where people can come, get close looks at the birds in their natural environment, and learn about them.
Well, yeah, this cold front must have brought them down.
After a good north wind, we like to get out and take a look around the gardens to see what kind of migratory birds are arriving.
All right, our wintering ducks are starting to arrive.
Here along the Texas coast, there are literally billions of birds migrating. We see them pushing through here with the cold front. They're riding on that north wind to make their way south. Now, migration is one of those spectacles of nature. It's a perfect opportunity to see a wide range of bird species.
Way up there.
Oh yeah, right there.
Look, there's the great kiskadee down low right there too. Today we've got a really good fall migration day. We've seen ruby-crowned kinglets just about everywhere we look. These little birds nest up at the highest tips of the pine trees in the summer. You'd never see them way up there. But then down here, when they migrate down here, look at them, they're on the ground. Oh, there's another sapsucker. Let's do another little walk down this way.
Oh, there! Oh, there he is. Check him out.
Another great blue heron. Elle has been coming to our camps for a long time. When we started birding, she was about this tall, and she couldn't get her eye in the scope. But now she's just finally reached the scope, so her opportunity is opening up a lot more.
And you're tall enough now that you can look through here.
Yeah. I have the scope on one. I've always been fascinated in animals, and once I figured out what the Birding and Nature Center was, I found this pair of binoculars that my grandpa gave me in the closet, and then we just went to go try it, and now it's just amazing. I don't think you can find this kind of environment anywhere else in Texas.
The Lower Laguna Madre is a unique bay system. It's a hypersaline lagoon, one of only a few in the world, actually. And what makes it special is it's such a shallow body of water. And since it's so salty, we can get freezes down here, and the bays don't freeze because of the high salinity. So that's perfect for birds because they'll always be able to find something to eat. Nice open mudflat. Let's go down that way.
Look, there's some birds out here.
I want to scan those terns over there real quick.
Oh, yeah.
There's some way out there. Lots of Caspian terns and a lot of exposed mud right now for the little sandpipers. Nice feeding conditions for the sandpipers. Start here and then scan to the left, you're gonna see a lot. You're gonna see the terns first, but then you're gonna see the sandpipers on the far left. And it's starting to look like a winter beach. Look, 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 right here.
What?
Piping plover close by. Slurping worms out of the sand.
Oh, wow.
Getting a good view.
Oh, yeah. And I just wanted to check something over here.
Mainly what I like about birding is the peacefulness and just being in the now, living in the present, and just enjoying what's in front of you. We're so busy in our lives, especially as we get older, that we miss the natural world happening around us.
The world without birds would really, there wouldn't be one. Some could be 4 feet tall, and some could be the size of the loop on your shoelace. I mean, they're just so incredible. The world wouldn't be as cool as it is without birds.
We were baling alfalfa in Iowa on my grandpa's farm. I was very close with him. I said, Grampy, I said, tomorrow I want to drive the tractor. And he said, whoa, John boy, you need to get really, really good education, get you a really, really good job. You can buy some land, then you can buy a tractor, then you can drive the tractor.
It's great to enjoy the world at 1.4 miles an hour.
So I'm living my dream. My name's John Rowley, and we're at my ranch, Little Las Vegas, in Lamb and Hockley County, Texas, on the east bank of the Yellow House Draw. The Yellow House Draw, it's an ancient riverbed, which is actually part of the Brazos River system. Coronado came through here. He mapped this area, looking for the 7 cities of gold. He named it Casas de Amarillas because of the mesas over on the other side across from us. Quanah Parker was a famous Indian. He camped out here. The Indians liked camping on this side because they'd get the prevailing wind from the southwest. So they could stay up here, they could see if anyone's coming and be a lot cooler. Our main goal is to have a lot of quail, a lot of deer, and a lot of things to do because we like to come out here and we hunt with binoculars. Whether it's a bird or a coyote or a porcupine, we don't care. We want them all to have some place to go and some place to be safe. The deal that's most impressive to me is I didn't know what I was doing, and I had a lot of help from NRCS and Texas Parks and Wildlife, and because of that, there's more abundant wildlife out here.
John is always wanting to do the right thing. He may not always know what that right thing is, so whenever I come out here or another biologist, he's like, what can I do? What can I do to make my land better for wildlife?
After starting this journey about 35 years ago, we've really seen a lot of benefits. When we started, the mule deer really weren't around here. They were kind of coming this way from New Mexico, and so now those herds have expanded. At this time of year, they herd up really well. We started running water out, fresh water every day, so that's been the most important thing. But you can see the quail or the dove can get up here and easily drink. If they should have the misfortune of falling in, they can crawl out.
So there's 2 playas on the property, one of which had what we call a tailwater pit. That was inhibiting the playa from functioning properly, so we filled that in. Playas hold the majority of the diversity of wildlife in our region because that's where the water is. Mesquite in this part of the country didn't used to be a thing. We work a lot with landowners to work on removing or treating those mesquite so that we can open the grassland back up.
This was designed to be a water feature for wildlife. When it rains or you have heavy dew, it just pulls the water in. These high winds dry them out, so we have to kind of nurse this along from time to time. I don't know, it's not very pretty, but it does work. You know, that's all that matters. And then we also feed them these bur oak. I've got a bur oak at our house. We throw out the acorns, have their tea and crumpets. You know what I'm saying? They love them.
So this is a playa, it's part of a playa. These cracks are really important because that's how we recharge our aquifer.
Yeah.
Do you know the name of the aquifer underneath us?
Ogallala?
Ogallala Aquifer. I have a passion for teaching other women about hunting and wildlife conservation, and John has been very generous and has opened up his land for us to do that.
It's a true privilege to have this, and what good does it do if you don't let other people enjoy it as well? You know, I'm clearly in my 4th quarter, so I hope sometime, you know, when we have to pass it on to the next family, so I would hope they'd continue to make it better and better. My grandson loves it. He loves riding on the tractor. He thinks that's big time.
Next time on Texas Parks and Wildlife.
Real good weather for dove, and I hope they like it. If they like it, then I'm liking it.
What we're gonna be doing today is a Gulf Coast fried shrimp. We have some great color on these shrimp.
Amid all of this urban growth, there is this gem. It really is a magical place.
That's next time on Texas Parks and Wildlife.
The Texas Parks and Wildlife television series is supported in part by Texas Parks and Wildlife Foundation, conserving the wild things and wild places of Texas thanks to members across the state.
Additional funding provided by the Toyota Tundra. Your local Toyota dealers are proud to support outdoor recreation and conservation in Texas. Adventure, it's what we share. Funding also provided by Academy Sports and Outdoors, helping hunters, anglers, and outdoor enthusiasts of all ages get outside. Out here, fun can't lose.